conference process and have her just come up and say a few words. When I grew up as a kid, we didn't have all the social media. We didn't have cell phones, and without dating myself too much, you know, we were lucky to have a phone in our house, no less a cell phone. So when we went off as kids, we went off our own separate ways, and we read, we heard about what was going on around the other country, the rest of the country through maybe the one or two TV channels our TV picked up at the time. There was no Facebook, no Twitter. As a young person growing up, I relied to learn everything I needed to learn about adolescent behavior through Archie comics. And followed the exploits of Jughead and Betty and Veronica. And of course, a lot of you know today that it made into a TV show. So somebody reached out to me early in this conference and said they'd like to just say some welcoming comments. So I'd like to ask Nancy Silberkleit to come up on stage. She is the CEO and co-owner of Archie Comics on a national level and travels all over. So here she is.
Sam, wham, wow. Something only a comic book publisher gets to say. But my background was a school teacher for 25 years in Paramus, New Jersey. 10 years ago, I stepped out of the classroom and into the Archie Comics boardroom to take on my late husband's position. But there was something different, and as we all know, it only takes something to be a little different. I was the first female CEO to ever walk through Archie Comics' door in 76 years. I also need to do this. Archie Comics is a family-run business. That is enough to say the challenges that I would have to face. Challenges that eventually landed me on many stages around the globe to talk about what is it that gets me through my day. Getting through one's day can be difficult, debilitating, lonely, and can come with a deep sense of isolation. How does one channel themselves appropriately for their best interest and for their community? I'll talk about that at 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'll have a workshop. But you are all here to get inspired, go back to your communities and encourage people to speak out. We know that didn't work in Florida, but we must continue that. And we must disable the violence, and very important, cultivate empathy for humanity. Society will say, it's not my responsibility. And I'm so pleased to see all of you here because you are all dedicated to helping others grow that kind heart. And when you see society saying it's not my responsibility, better to stay quiet, stay in that safe zone, and let apathy rule. That is our challenge. That is your challenge, and my challenge. So over the next few days, network, you heard that word, and say the lady on the stage, Nancy, said, I'm here. Listen, take notes, and listen to the wonderful words of the speakers. Write that inspiration across your heart and go back to your towns, your cities, your states, your villages, and let people know they have something free to give. And that's kindness, because I always say, kindness works. Kindness works. So enjoy the next few days and go back and share that kindness and how people can make a change. Thank you.
Thank you again, Nancy, and thank you for the many years as a kid growing up and getting to read the exploits of the Archies. This conference would not also be possible if it were not for some of our sponsors and our partners. And we have 3 school safety partners that jumped in early. 2 of the reps are not here. They could not join us out here. They're traveling. As you can imagine, the school safety world kind of took a change 3 weeks ago. But one of them is here. And our three partners, I'll start with the other two. One of them is